In the cockpit I sit tight, virtual flight diaries, we take flight. With the click the world spins round, in my seat I'm high above the ground. Realistic view so clear and bright, through the screen I soar up to the night. Clouds below, I feel so alive. In this world there's nothing I can't survive. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Bow is splashing, engines purring. In this world we're free from the earth and sphere. Throttle wide open, throttle wide open. We dive and climb in this digital ocean. Lights flicker, the world's so vast. Every turn a new adventure starts. From the ground to the highest peak in the world of flight, we're just beginning to speak. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far. Through the storm, through the calm, in this world we face it all. From the runway to the final glide, in the world of flight we find our stride. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flame, we'll never be far. Join us on a virtual flight, where the sky is our limit tonight. Wings spread wide, we'll reach for the stars. In the realm of flight, we'll never be far.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream by Virtual Flight Diaries. And we are here with leg 3 of our A2A ownership challenge in 240 mic. Yeah, PA Comanche. It's going to be a fun one. So I had a poll in chat, and the majority vote was that we head south. So that's what we're going to start doing. So, hey, welcome, Drunk Billy, to memberships. Welcome to the flight crew. Glad to have you aboard. Lip Rocketeer, got Holden in the house. Yo, work closed today. I get to fly. Yes, yes. Awesome. Well, guys, welcome aboard. And it looks like we have some ATC. Hopefully my homemade flight plan gets accepted. But without further ado, let's get this puppy fired up and head down to the Jersey Shore as our jump off point to head down the East Coast to Florida. And then I guess we're going to go, so we're going to make a loop down the East Coast, go to Florida. We'll go across Texas. We'll come up the like Western United States, and we'll circle back up into Canada. And that should take us our full year. And we'll do a little Canada tour to end off this flight, as long as everything goes all right. So this plane's been sitting around for a couple weeks now, and this is what we call the usual suspects. Nice. Get up. We got to take out some tie downs, and let's go around and do our checks. Tails off already. Untie you. So fuel is expensive here. It's $9 a gallon for 100 low lead. Be closer. And we'll remove you. Wonder if they. So there was an update to this plane, and I wonder if we can access the fuel. Nice. There was no water in that. All right, so we tested our fuel. So they fixed that. They fixed some lighting issues with this update. Is our light on? Maybe they didn't fix all the issues, but because I have the battery off. Looks good. Check all our control surfaces. Free and clear. So this has not only does it have persistent cockpit saving, it actually has a persistence. So the thing is it's been sitting. We could actually have drained some of our batteries, so we got to be mindful of that. All right. So let's get fired up. Let's get our clearances in, and we can get out of here before it gets too dark. The door open, so the some of the fog has gone away. That's cool. All right, so we need fuel, $9 a gallon. So what are we at? So we need 280 pounds of fuel for this flight. And we have 166. So we'll put that's 7 gallons. It's 12 gallons. Maybe we go a little more. 13, 14. 22 gallons at $9 a gallon. All right, our weight and balance looks good. Right on the center mark. A little bit dirty. I know a guy down in Ocean City, so we'll get the plane washed down there. Nope. Always hit that. All right, so we get the beacon light can come on, nav lights can come on, battery. Left tank's good. Let's get the fuel pump on. We're looking for fuel pressure. And we'll give it 3 pumps. Crack the throttle. She's a cold engine. All right, we're going to let her warm up a little bit there. Is it 8 to 10 pumps? Well, she started on us. I did not know that it was 8 to 10 pumps. That was like 3 to 4. That's probably why she cranked over pretty long. But all right, we got that. Let's get the let's reset our lean that out and are you taking off runway 5? Yeah, that's the Providence ATIS is saying runway 5. So let's see here. We need Okay, that's in there. We just need to put in Providence ground. Providence approach. One, two, three, 6, 7, 5. All right. Squawk mode C there. Providence ground, Comanche 240 Mike with information Victor. I'd like to pick up our clearance to Ocean City Municipal.
November 240 Mike, you are cleared to Ocean City Municipal, which is 26 November, as filed, maintain 2000, departure frequency 123.67, squawk 3402.
All right, cleared to 26 November as filed, climb maintain 2000, frequency 123.675, and squawk 3402. 240 Mike.
November 240 Mike, readback is correct. Advise me you're ready to taxi.
All right, we'll advise when ready. November 240 Mike. All right, so we got our clearance as filed, climb maintain 2000. We still got to let our engine warm up a bit. I think I'm going to do, we're clear behind us. I think I'm going to do my run up here so we don't have to, no delay. So, all right, we got our flight plan in. Zero 5 Mike. So we're probably going to get, I'm going to guess Alpha Mike to Mike 1 for our taxi.
Pro lead inside ground, good afternoon, Spirit Wings 3600, radio check.
Spirit Wings 3600, I got you 5x5.
Veto heat's on. That's good. All right. Checklist. All right, well, we should have done this before engine start. Pre-flight's complete. Control locks are removed. Maneuver your switch down. Master off. Okay. Engine start. Fuel selector desired. Mixture rich. Props full forward. Throttle cracked. Carpet is off. Master switch on. No pumps on. Okay. Hold it says when you have a second, VATSIM is a smudge quiet. Just a little bit. Oh, all right. Let's fix that. Bump that up just a little. All right, taxi checklist. Primer is locked. Avionics master is on. Amp meter has been checked. Our battery is good. Radios are on. Flight plan is in. Frequency is tuned. ADSB is on. Squawking mode C. Autopilot test.
Providence Ground, United 4305, ready for taxi.
Heading indicator is set. We're going to fly runway heading. Altimeter is set. Landing plates showing green.
Make sure you're squawking the right code. I believe it was 2143. I'll double check it quick.
Parking brake. Release test flight instruments checked.
Oh, yep, so sorry. Didn't put it in. 2421, squawking. 2421 now, United 4305.
There we go.
Mix.
United 4305, runway 5. Taxi via. That is Tango Mike.
All right, taxi runway 5 via Tango Mike, United 4305.
Yeah, we have to drop on the carpet. Idle. Staying running. Bring it up. All right, guys. I think we're ready to go. Ready to go. All right. Say the three of us are over here that you didn't want to park close to us by far some reason. Are you ready to go? Oh yeah. Oh, I was over this is the
National Station. This Providence ground is gonna shortly be offline. We'll be back for about 2 minutes.
This is the transient ramp over here.
My frequency is going to be taking over, so.
What did he say? Yeah, you guys are over on the non-ramp side. I don't know. This was a parking spot. So the only thing is I didn't want to spawn 2024 style, where you could put it wherever you want, because it actually starts kind of running and then winds down. And because of our realism and trying to keep the plane intact and without any extraneous damages, I didn't want to do that and have it wind down and pick up some kind of damage to the engine. So I had to pick its parking spot. That's why. I did see you guys over there when I logged in. They said he'll be offline for about 2 minutes. All right, so I guess we're here for 2 minutes. It's all right. We'll let our engines run a little longer. I definitely don't want to you don't want a taxi behind me, because I end up throwing a lot of trash and garbage out my window. Well, yeah, we don't want to suck that into our prop. So I'd flick the cigarette butts out the ice window here. That's not good.
And TBM 70, wind is, what wind's that?
I guess we'll go.
Wind 2 is there, wind calm, runway 5, clear to land. And yeah, it's 4305, so you can change my frequency 123.67.
So let's see here. Robert's departure, Comanche 240 Mike on the northeast transient ramp, ready for taxi.
TBM 70, do you copy that, runway 5, clear to land?
Runway 5, clear to land, TBM 70.
And 240 Mike, I'm on both. If you could change back to ground control 121.9er.
Over 121.9er, 240 Mike.
And just call
All right, Providence ground, 240 Mike, northeast ramp, ready for taxi.
240 Mike, runway 5, taxi via Alpha Mike, cross runway 16.
Runway 5 via Alpha Mike, cross runway 16. 240 Mike. All right, let's go. He said 17, didn't he? I wonder if my map's outdated or his map's outdated. Anyway, all right. Brakes release.
That is 4305.
So what is... Oh, they got tower on now, too. Well, alrighty then. 1207. Well, I missed my GTN. So we got 1, 2...
Providence ground, good afternoon, Super Wings 3600, request taxi with information, Victor.
Spirit Wings 3600, runway 5, taxi via Tango Mike.
Yeah, Tango Mike, runway 5 for Super Wings 3600.
All right, so this is so hard to do. I'm going to actually cheat a little bit. I'm going to use V pilot to switch to approach or departure when we leave. So we're going to climb up to 2,000. I did file 4,000. we're cleared to cross.
Ground TBM 70 with you, requesting taxi to transient.
TBM 70. You can taxi to the ramp via Alpha.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha TBM 70.
So that's neutral. So one of the things, Olden, you were asking the last time we were flying this, I believe that about the tip tanks. So they actually, with this update, added the ability to shut the tip tanks on and off.
Spirit Wings 3600. Just hold short of Mike for me and give way to that Piper from your left to right.
Give way to the Embraer from left to right. Hold short of Mike for Spirit Wings 3600.
Was a weird bug last night. I took off and the sim was registering me hitting something. Wow. I've had that happen. It's weird. I've had it happen to me on landing. I flipped the Learjet the one time coming in.
Spirit Wings 3600. Currently you're holding short of, I believe that's Victor. You can continue up to Mike and you'll see that Piper coming from your left to right.
Roger, Spirit Wings 3600.
Yeah, I think you're not going to put me behind that. I don't want any wake turbulence. Yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, it looks really nice without the tip tanks, but we're keeping it in just because we're doing a tour.
3600, thank you. You can continue
And we need that
on
fuel.
Mike and follow that Piper in front.
Follow the Piper and continue Mike, Spirit Wings 3600.
Really don't need full length.
And November 40 Mike, you can contact tower now 120.7. Have a good flight.
We're at 120.7. Thanks for the ATC. I guess we're going full length. I wasn't fast enough to think about it. We could have taken we could have taken M2. Hell, we could have taken Tango. Group on fuel pump. Province Tower, Comanche 240 Mike, ready to go at runway 5.
2, ready to go.
Number 240 Mike, are you ready to go, Sol?
Yeah, we're good.
Number 240 Mike, runway 5, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 100.
Good for takeoff to right 100. 240 Mike.
That's bearing 3600, Providence Tower, hold short runway 5, departing traffic.
Hold short of runway 5 for traffic, spirit wing 3600.
All right, let's do rolling. We're all good. Everything's in the green.
Spirit wing 3600, runway 5, line up 08.
Runway 5, line up 08, spirit wing 3600.
Beautiful takeoff, guys. Beautiful takeoff. All right, let's go 100.
Number 240 Mike, turn right heading 160 and connect departure.
All right, heading 160 and contact departure for 240 Mike.
Spirit wing 3600, turn left heading 360, runway 5, clear for takeoff.
I'm turning 360, runway 5, clear for takeoff, spirit wing 3600.
Departure. Providence departure, Comanche 240 Mike on heading 160 for 2000.
Comanche 240 Mike, Providence departure, radar contact. Turn right direct Sandy Point VOR, climb and maintain 4000.
Direct Sandy Point VOR, climb and maintain 4000. 240 Mike. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, autopilot's on.
Providence approach, good evening, spirit wing 3600, wiki 2004.
Survey 3600, Providence departure, hello, turn left direct Putnam VOR, climb and maintain 6000.
Putnam and 16,000 for spirit wing 3600.
Negative just 6,000 feet. This is 6000.
6,000 direct Putnam, spirit wing 3600.
Get a good direct instead of trying to hunt for it. And we bust it. Okay, well, let's come down. Jesus. Come on, guys. What the heck?
Spirit wings 3600, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
10,000 spirit wing 3600.
Oh, let's get her on down here. Come on, let's do this right.
Spirit Wings 3600, contact Boston Center 134.7.
134.7, Spirit Wings 3600, see ya.
Go. All right, let's get. We want 2400. All right. Well, a little rusty, I guess. Jeez, it's only been a couple weeks. Nice. You wouldn't be rusty if you take a flight with us every now and then. You are absolutely right, Lim. I absolutely would not be rusty in the GA stuff if I would take a flight with you guys. I promise. I promise we will do that. I really do need to get into more GA flying. I'm going to try to schedule this one in at least once a cycle. This was, I think, last time we flew this was like mid-January. That's no good. All right, so landing taxi light off, fuel pump off. That's good. Let's lean it out. Just doing a standard lean. Leaning for best fuel. Yeah, you get higher views with the Comanche as well. Oh, yeah. Everybody likes the Comanche. It looks like we're going to take a little nice sunset flight. And we're just going to be monitoring because it's cold out. It's, oh, yeah. So we're at the -10 mark. And we're going to keep an eye out for icing. Not much we can do other than we can keep our carburetor clear. That's going to be the most important thing. But 240 Mike is going to, yeah, we're going to tour the U.S. with 240 Mike. We got a whole year, guys. Although going north would have been spicy because we would have had to deal. We'd have to plan with icing and everything like that. The only problem is that I would foresee is because we don't want to crash, because this whole challenge is to be for high realism and everything like that. If we crash, we're not buying another airplane, guys. So we got to be real careful. If the cost to fix whatever happens in the crash is like exceeds like the total value of the plane, we got to scrap it. So that's the challenge. So if we head north and it's snowing, because we're doing VATSIM, we're doing real world weather, real time. we may have to scrap the stream if the weather's bad. So we might actually find some better weather heading south. So it was probably a good idea that the majority picked it. I know a couple picked going for the Canada tour, but we'll get that. We'll hit that up in the fall, or well, we'll probably get there by midsummer. I'd like to welcome everybody aboard. This is the airplane that the channel bought to do the A2A ownership challenge. We purchased this plane in Ohio for $68,000, and we're keeping track of everything on the Discord. Billy made a wonderful spreadsheet so we can keep track of all our how much we're spending, how much fuel cost is, where we're at. It's a really good spreadsheet. If you haven't already on the Discord, go check it out. We're doing the challenge. So this is leg 3. So we flew from Ohio to Reading. That's our home base in Pennsylvania. And then we decided to go get some lobster and beer over in Providence, Rhode Island. But we got snowed in. A couple blizzards went through, a couple snowstorms. So that's what I'm going with. So now we're taking her onto a southern tour. So we're currently flying to Ocean City, New Jersey. It's a shore point just below Atlantic City. And it's going to be our jumping off point to head down the East Coast to Florida. We're going to tool around Florida. We will not be going to Lakeland. Yeah, Lakeland's off the table. But we'll tool around Florida for a little bit. Then we'll head over across the Gulf into Texas. That's going to be a long flight, probably, across the Gulf. And then we'll head up the... we'll head up maybe up through the Rockies. That would be cool. And head into Canada. So my guess is our Canada entry point is going to be Winnipeg. And then we'll go from Winnipeg back around and eventually come back home to Reading. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. Helps out the channel. Lets me know you really like this kind of content, the concept of what we're doing here. And, just have fun. That's what we do on this channel. We just have fun. It's laid back, nothing crazy. But if you like some laid back content, hit that subscribe button too. All right. Hey, so Holden says that was a nice departure. It was an okay departure. We blew through our altitude. We did manage to keep the headings and everything like that right, but we did blow through our altitude, so that's a little blah. So this first VOR that we're crossing is an island called Block Island. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Block Island. I have. Took the ferry boat over. It's a neat little island. Played around with the beach. It was a pretty departure, at least. Yes. I dig the snow. I dig the snow scenery. That was pretty good. So this is Block Island out in front of us. So we're going to be turning out towards Long Island. We're going to come in along the southern part of Long Island, and we're going to turn towards New Jersey just before JFK. And that's actually what I was kind of wondering if we were going to get rerouted, because we're going to be coming in pretty close to JFK, and I thought for sure they weren't going to accept my flight plan, but awesome. We got Soup flying with us. We got Limp Rocketeer flying with us. We got Holden and Billy's out there. Nice. Thank you guys for flying along. Anyone else flying along? Just let me know in chat. Now, we'll watch our landings in in Ocean City. I hope you got. I did put the scenery in Discord, and I also put the scenery in the on the channel description. I hope you guys downloaded it, because unfortunately, if you didn't, it's going to be rough, because I think the whole airport is just trashed without it. I'm not too sure, because it's one of the shore points that I'm familiar with and go to a lot in my personal flying. So I've had this scenery since 2020. So I can't remember how bad it is. I just remember it being pretty bad without the scenery. And so we'll see what New York approach does, because I don't think we're going to get center. By the way, how is ATC sounding good now? I did bump it up a little bit. Engine's purring along. Look, we had good battery, so we didn't lose any battery. That would be nice to have a. It's a good volume now. Awesome. So it was a good battery. We purchased a brand new battery in Reading, so it'd be nice to be able to like disconnect the battery, because if you're going for a long time, that you're not going to keep the battery connected, because you can get a trickle discharge. Got Islip approach, so 120.050. Yep, G Cruise is pretty fast, although we got a headwind going west, so 155 knots. I know when we came over to Providence, we were cooking at about 180. Well, we're about 75% power. We could fix it just a little bit. Really should be 24-24. Yeah, it's as good as we're going to get, guys. 11 gallons per hour. Let's do a tank change. So tank change, we got fuel pump comes on to turn you on, turn you off. Remember, you got to get that sequence right, or it's going to get quiet real quick. And we still got noise out the front. And we'll kill the fuel pump. I know a lot of people that fly flown the Comanche, and I've even seen some streamers do it. They put both tanks on, and you're actually not supposed to do that. It opens up the valve, and if you're in level flight, you're fine. But in a bank, it's going to actually slosh the gas back and forth. You can actually get an imbalance if you do it that way. So it's actually designed for a tank switch. It's just that you have to shut one valve and open another. It's more manual. Miss Limp said, long distance flights over water in a single engine aircraft. Nothing could go wrong there. No. Now, we'll probably not do a direct across the Gulf. Probably go up and around Louisiana. So we'll probably do it in a couple flights. I don't know if we'll do it all in one. I don't even know if we can do it all in one. But we'll see when we get there. And I plan that one out. We might just end up doing a GA long haul, because I know this thing can do about 1,000 nautical miles if we do it right, but it's going to take like 5 hours.
Departure Southwest 699, pass through 2,400 for 4,000.
Let's keep you on that carby. Yeah.
99, Providence departure. Hello, climb maintain.
We're still good. We're humming along.
Up to 10,000, Southwest 699.
Start hearing some engine noises, a little bumpy out there, and you'll see the airspeed start to drop. Once that happens, we got to get on top of that.
Proceed direct
Because if we don't, we let it go too far and ices up too much, the carb heater will not clear it, and we'll lose our engine. It'll shut off. We'll be a glider. So definitely got to stay on top of that. That's why we're bouncing out, but we're kind of in the cockpit with this thing. All right, so let's get some music on.
Number 240 Mike, contact New York approach on 120.5.
Over to New York approach 120.5. Thanks for the ATC. See you.
Providence departure, good afternoon. Southwest 3292, heading 360, coming through 2.
New York approach, Comanche 240 Mike, direct Hampton VOR at 4,000.
Number 240 Mike, New York approach, Long Island, altimeter 2,5.
We didn't catch the altimeter for 240 Mike.
Number 240 Mike, actually we'll do this, the East Hampton altimeter, partial West Hampton altimeter 2997.
2997. 240 Mike. That's what he said. 2997. He's very, very low and fast. You got that little unsafe light come on for you? Ah. Good. Good. We're humming along. Yes, that would be the magic barrel button. Exactly. Just cycle that. And look, where is the unsafe light? Got the stall warning. Tell you what, with the Comanche, there's a lot of monitoring with the autopilot. Yes, it's not. You're still flying the plane with the autopilot because it goes. So the auto trim can only do so much, and then you have to actually help it along. So you got to monitor that, and then you get these up and down indicators, and then if you're not using the aftermarket GPSS, it gets real squirrely because you actually have to disconnect the nav, run the leg with the heading, and then once you sync back up with the next leg in the flight plan, you can then hit the nav again, and it'll sync up. It won't do turns, or sharp turns anyway. But we bought this. It has the handy dandy GPSS in it. So.
Number 240 Mike, clear up Deer Park.
Wait. Say again for 240, Mike.
Number 240 Mike, clear up Deer Park, Delta Papa Kilo.
Direct Deer Park, November 240, Mike. Okay, we could do that. This. I had to think how to go direct. So it's got us. It's got us kind of cutting straight across the. Kind of got it going straight across the state, or the sound. That's cool. Cut right down the middle, because I kind of had a little tour going, so we were going to bounce up over here, bounce down over here, and he's got us going direct to Mike, or direct to Deer Park. That's exactly what I have to do. You don't have to do that? No. So, if you keep it in heading and you use this button over here, it will follow the magenta line. It's actually true to life. It's an aftermarket add-on that they put into the Comanches to make it more modernized. So, but you have to forget about the tracks. So you think about the tracks as a just a radio navigation, and you keep it in heading, and you switch back and forth over here, this button, and it'll follow that magenta line. So with that GPSS option, it makes it really easier. It makes it a lot easier to do RNAV approaches. But no, I don't have to do that with that. I can just go direct and bang, it goes right to it. It's actually the new 2024 feature. They brought it over from the Aerostar. I got to switch my track mode off and then go into heading mode. Yep. And have my heading set for the next waypoint. Yeah, but if you have your GPS programmed in and you just keep it in heading mode and then hit this button over here, it'll track your GPS exactly. Nope, you can you don't have to monitor the heading button at all. It just operates just like any other linked up GPS system. It'll track the programmed waypoints, and it'll turn sharp too if you have to. So you don't have to do that. It just makes it a lot easier. Not that doing it the old school way of this the way this autopilot was originally designed isn't fun. I do it because it's just easier to stream. That's what we're here for. We teach each other. Taught me about the cold weather start, which I did not know, and we'll move going forward because that I didn't have a good enough fuel. We were long cranking that engine over, and we don't want to pay that kind of money. This stuff. Got great sounds. And then if you want to go back into heading mode, you would just make sure you're the usual, make sure your heading's on path, and then you would just click it over here. And that way you don't even need these two unless you're using a radio. Because this autopilot's old enough, it actually wasn't designed for GPS. It was designed for radio tracking. That's why it has a low and high signal strength. So if your VOR was weak, you would put it on high sensitivity so that it could track the VOR better. And as you got closer, you could put it on lower sensitivity so that it wouldn't, fishtail back and forth and hunt it. That's what the low and high is for. VNAV is math. So there is no coupled VNAV. So you can only do LNAV approaches. You still have to hand calculate the descent paths. So it's still old school. Now I know some actually modern real world Comanches. They've got, you know, G1000s, you know, the whole 9 yards, coupled approaches. You know, they got coupled autopilot approaches. You know, they got them all decked out. This is still, so I think A2A wanted to keep this as close as possible to their actual, because they own the Comanche, and I think this is the setup that they have. So you were trying to do a NAP with a teardrop at the end of it, and heading just wasn't working. Yeah, so this would actually fly that teardrop perfectly. I got about 50 minutes left in the flight. It doesn't look like we got any ATC down in Jersey, but that's okay. We'll do a visual approach anyway. I think, let's see what the weather is at Ocean City Municipal. If we got any weather. Okay, so AC is reporting 120 at 4. Ten miles clear. All right, so we'll do a visual. 120 at 4. See that. I had to use the in-game tablet for the weather. That's going to be fun. Yep. 4. So 20 on 6. All right, so we'll still do 6. We're going to have a 4-knot crosswind. Actually, shouldn't be too bad. So Ocean City Municipal Airport is on the backside of the island of Ocean City, and it is known for its crosswinds. It's always coming off the ocean, and you can get pretty spicy coming in there. I'm very familiar with that area. I did a lot of fishing in the bay behind Ocean City. It's Egg Harbor Inlet. A lot of summer fluke fishing there. But my actual place to go is in southern Jersey, because that's where my parents' shore house is. But I picked, instead of going to Cape May Airport, Wildwoods Airport, I picked Ocean City because they have scenery. Cape May's airport is kind of mid. Everything being the Hotel Asobo. Speaking of VNAV, you're going to do a technical MAP approach into Ince Brunswick in the fly-by-wire, which doesn't have VNAV capabilities. Correct. It is definitely going to be a fun Saturday afternoon. I absolutely love coming into in Brunswick. It's got some of the most beautiful scenery in the sim. And I do have the Any Builds in Brunswick, Any Builds Airport for that too. But we're taking off from Brasov, which is in Romania. That's where we left off with the fly-by-wire. You definitely have to, for you guys that are going to fly along Saturday, you definitely have to get the scenery from Flight Sim TO, because that airport is almost non-existent in the sim as default. That's how bad it is. The whole says, should be able to fly along Saturday. Cool, cool. So the scenery for Brasov, Gambinov or whatever the name of the, I just know it as Brasov. It's a free scenery on Flight Sim TO, and it works really well. I'll post it in Discord so you guys have it. I did do a test flight, so the sim app works with the Airbus autopilot, but I don't have any McDo. And I can't get MobiFlight to work with the McDo, so I don't know. So we'll just have to do it the old way. So I tried my Orbix for in Brunswick out of 2020, and it worked just fine. Cool. Yeah, I picked up the Any Builds one when it came out, because I was flying for a EasyJet virtual airline at the time, and just to tool around in Europe. And I was flying into Innsbruck quite a bit. So oh yeah, I'll get that to you guys. Got promoted today for first officer for Delta. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, sir. I got about another $100 for captain. I think I'm going to be flying Ryanair into Innsbruck. Cool. Take the PMDG in there. Nice. Or you got? Are you going to take the? You're going to take the A32 and whatever NX A32NX. Yep, first officer Holden. Congratulations. Congratulations to Fly Delta Virtual. Put hats off to you in chat. EMDG, nice. That should make the approach real nice. The runway's long enough. We can do it. Night lighting looks sweet. Did not expect ATC to be this quiet, though. There's Islip Airfield back there. That's where we flew over. Did not expect ATC to be this quiet. Especially for New York. But I guess there's no, I've been looking, there's actually really no.
Number 240 Mike with my airspace, New York approach for Kennedy's offline terminated.
And we'll switch over to advisory for 240 Mike. Thank you for the ATC. See you.
Yep.
That was nice. We had a little ATC on. I like that, especially for this this type of flying. We're over to advisory, and I don't know if we got some ATC coming into. Nice. We got some ATC coming into Ocean City. Very cool. So we can keep it up. We got Washington Center. Turn out over the water. Heading over to Jersey. You get 133-725 in here. All ready for Washington Center? What comes up? Yeah, it's funny because I actually held the rank of captain for Fly Delta, and they readjusted their hours and created the senior first officer's position, and I got demoted. That's nice. They fixed the beacon light. It was bleeding through into the cabin. If I put in my hours for VATSIM for them, I think I'll have captain. Well, the problem with that is you'll make senior first officer, because they only take 250 hours max. And captain's 300. But you'll be close. All right, so we're going single engine over some water here. So we're going to take a look at our fuel. That looks good. All our engine instruments are in the green. Cylinder 6 is a little warm, but within specs. Green. Engine sounding smooth. All right, so our little personal over water checklist is. Well, I already have 70 hours with them without the VATSIM hours. Oh, I wonder. That one I don't know. They may compound it. That'd be cool. Then you'd be able to fly the heavies if you wanted to. All I want to do is be able to use the 7.3 Max. Yeah, I think that's a captain only. Which I don't understand that rank there, but I wonder if Washington Center is going to even call us. All right, so we got a probably, I want to say 40-mile trek over water right now. That's why I did my little check to see how our engine's running. We don't have any ice. Because if we actually lose our engine out here, we're going in the drink, and she's going to be cold. But I have a feeling that might trash our plane, so we got to be very careful. Hold says they should, since you filed IFR. Yeah. I've had moments, especially if it's just a short run into their airspace, that they don't do it. But it's a pretty good bit into there, so they might. Yeah, it's not a lot, and it's not a heavy traffic area in their airspace. So, I don't know. We'll see. My guess is that they might. They might. But if he's busy, that's the thing. If he's busy, because he's running all center, he might just let it go. I've had that happen. Or why the music died. Gotta fill the void somehow. ATC's quiet. We'll probably be able to go visual once we get to the airport anyway. Yeah, this. If I did this in real life, I would be nervous. I definitely would be nervous. Really would want two noisemakers on my plane to cross the water, a body of water like this. I did some fishing over here too in real life. Over here is Sandy Hook, New Jersey. But the reason I cut down through here is to avoid, when I was making my flight plan, I wanted to avoid the whole New York metropolitan, Bravo airspace. That's why we've opted to go across the water. But at 4,000 feet, nope. Well, said, yeah, I want to get that fishing and camping mod. It's very cool, especially the fishing mod. I hope they actually expand the camping mod. I don't know what else they could do to it. I mean, it's really cool looking. I especially like the fact that you get to have your little canine friend with you. You get to pick and you could put him in the tent, which was really cool. I think I posted some pictures on the screenshots with it. But that fishing mod, it just puts a whole nother. If you like fishing, it just puts a whole nother element, because now it's something to do. We can hop into our plane in the flight simulator and fly up to a lake and just set up and fish. Get an amphibious, do some lake hopping. Good. Fuel's looking good. He's in the green. You tried an amphibious landing the other day and it wasn't too hard? It's actually pretty good in the sim. In 2024, it's better than 2020, I think. The physics are a little better. We need to find some lake on our way south. You're absolutely right, Billy. You're absolutely right. We'll do some fishing. That would be very cool. And it would be very fitting. So we need an airport that's real close to a lake. Pick something up in south. Certainly a lot of lakes in Florida we could try. Because it'll be perfect. We'll be hitting Florida just as the spring fishing season starts. So a lot of things will be coming into season down there. Alligator fishing is not supported yet. No. I guess we can't go to the Everglades and get her some alligator. It's real dark out there.
Cleveland Lincoln Road after southwest. 49er 52 checking in, flight level 230.
We can. We could just call it a nuisance and we get away with it.
Copy that. King Charles Beanie, flight level 110 southwest for a 9er. 52.
All you gotta say it's coming right for us, right? Little South Park is coming right for us. It's dark. That is so realistic. Reminds me of being out on the ocean at night. Turn on my dome light. Turn on that light. Thing is I can't dim the dome light, so we got this bright red. I know red lights aren't this intense. Wish there was a way to turn this down a little bit. All right, so we are in the Washington airspace. So we're gonna flip over.
Cleveland Center, good evening. Southwest 3292, level 360.
Cleveland Center.
Air Canada 923, New York soft line, change to advisory approved.
So 26 November is not even showing up on VAT radar.
Air Canada 923, change to advisory approved.
Oh, we got about 24 minutes in the rest of our flight. So what's everyone having for dinner tonight? So I am...
189, information Delta is current, altimeter 29er.
I'm actually fending for myself. The wife isn't home, so I'll probably just end up door dashing, to be honest with you.
Washington, level 315, request climb, flight level 360.
Delta 315, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb maintain flight level 360, Delta 315.
I got a really nice hoagie place near me, so I might actually run out and get a hoagie from them. Think about it.
Correction, United 4305, this one maintains 3000.
Told the wife he'd make him chicken quesadillas. Nice. I can DoorDash chicken quesadillas. Sounds good.
United 4305, turn right heading to 80 vectors to final.
We have Volanta up.
United 4305 on the rollout field will be at your 3 o'clock, about 1-2 miles reporting site. United 4305, clear visual approach runway 1 right.
All right, so Volanta doesn't even have the airport.
Southwest 851, New York soft line, change to advisory approved.
Covered advisory, Southwest 851, good night.
See ya.
We used to have really cool Atlantic City scenery in the early 2020s. Microsoft Flight Simulator. It was like, somebody did all the casinos and like the city itself. It was like almost like a Sam Scene design, but he did it in 8K, so it was a real memory hog. But it looked so cool coming down the coastline near Atlantic City, and you seeing all the hotels and all the casinos lit up. Sadly, he actually stopped updating it, so even in 2020, when it went like, I think it was like Sim Update 6 killed it. He just stopped updating it. Oh, it says, I put some salsa, sour cream, cheese, and buffalo wings, Southern Ranch. It's really good. Oh yeah. Now you got me hungry, man.
Yeah, 4305, contact Dulles Tower 134.42, good night.
So Billy says, so we're gonna fish some wallets? Yeah, we're gonna fish for some wallets in Atlantic City. That's funny. So also, I was looking for info, and the other day, your controls, the shared cockpit mod works in 2024 with a few planes. Well, we can fish for Holden's quesadillas. Yeah, I'm gonna send out some quesadillas, Holden. So yeah, I looked into shared cockpit as well, and even though it works, I heard it's really laggy, and there's some things that happen where
315 clear direct Saggy.
Your cockpit and the other guy's cockpit get out of sync.
Clear direct Saggy, Delta Shoe 15, thank
Which
you.
would be just horrible.
Candidate 545, cross Fubar at maintains level 270.
Cross Fubar 270, United Network 5.
All right, coming in on here's the Jersey Shore. It's probably Asbury Park or Barnegat.
1890, information Delta's current altimeter 299.3, you can expect the visual runway 5 left.
And it does look like ATC has decided to let us go. I'm not gonna bother. Well, it says, oh, that stinks. Microsoft said they started development on shared cockpit, but it's going to be like 2 to 3 years down the road. Of course, it'll be implemented in MSFS 2028. And they'll promise it, and they'll say nothing about it and not deliver it. But they'll give us a free plane by Carinata.
Frontier Flight 189, descend to maintain 3000. Got Blue 450, Wash, welcome.
All right, just a reminder, everybody, if you've watched some of these streams already with the A2A, we're not doing any replays because replays actually damage the plane when they have persistent monitoring in it, and that'll cost us money that we don't want to.
57, cross act up,
So just a reminder that we will not have a replay.
Cross back up at
All right, yeah. So once we cross the PANZE intersection, we'll be going direct to the airport. Probably once I get a visual of the airport, we're gonna offset and enter the pattern.
Yeah, that's 483, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, yeah, 483.
So the only thing we can hope for is that PMDG comes through with their teaser that Randazzo said that he's going to implement a shared cockpit. I think the first shared cockpit, though, is going to be the 7.4. I don't know how long we'll ever wait for a shared cockpit with the 7.3. So that would be epic. So we could do, if we had shared cockpit in the 7.3 limp, we could do Southwest ops and actually get dual hours accrued.
Washington Center, good evening, November 960 Whiskey Delta.
If you guys aren't familiar with the Jersey Shore, it's got all these islands on the outer banks. So these are called this is called like the Back Bay areas, and all these shore points that you hear about, like Asbury Park, Barnegat, Atlantic City, Ocean City, so on, all down to Cape May, are on these little islands. So if you ever hear about the Jersey Shore and Asbury Park, which is, I believe, behind us, it was the location for that reality TV show, Jersey Shore. I think it was Asbury Park. I didn't watch it, so I don't know for sure.
United 483, turn left heading 100 on the rollout.
I was not interested in watching Snooki, whatever her name was. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of reality TV. It's nothing like reality, so. I think the last reality TV show I watched was Flying Wild Alaska, and it was stupid. The added drama with the airplanes was just ridiculous. It was funny because we were talking to, I was talking to my brother about it. So there was always these scenes, super windy winter in Alaska, coming into unique crosswinds and everything like that, and You see him coming in on the landing, and he's not really bouncing around very much or whatever.
Clear visual approach
But he
runway.
has they cut to him, doing these really exaggerated movements on the yoke. And if you looked in the corner of the screen,
11 o'clock, about 1-3 miles.
he was on the ground doing his flight controls check. That's what they recorded, and then they would flash to that to show like the drama of coming into the landing. I saw that, and I saw that in the corner. They was on the ground on the ramp. I was like, nah, I'm done. So I don't have a CTAP, so because there's no airport. No airport for VATSIM. So it would be 122.8.
Victor Flight 189, cleared visual approach runway 5 left.
Be 122.8 then. Are they playing Old Lang Syne?
Hello, Cleveland, Connect 781, flight level 360.
The only thing I really should set up for these GA flights is my track IR.
United 483, contact Pulse Tower 134.42, good night.
It really is. It's Old Lang Syne. No. It's not. There you go. This song's called Beaches. It's perfect because we're following the beaches. I'm going to do we're a little high. I think wasn't too bad. I think I think our IFR
wind 340 at 3,
so
runway 5 left,
150.
please land.
It was a 100.
Virgo 2 advisor for Washington 482.
Brewing 612, wash.
It's nice and clear out, so
maintain flow level
I'm gonna go visual for runway 6.
Washington American 1794, level 350.
American 1794, Washington.
That actually should be our airport over there. I think Atlantic City's over here.
Last aircraft, they called by.
Because Ocean City's just south of Atlantic City. So Atlantic City should be actually right here.
And if that was
Center United 1119, level 30. United 1119, 3034.
Delta 1558, runway 1 at Echo, clear for takeoff, wind 010 at 6.
Hopping right along. Things good. The 240 bike. Good job crossing that open water. Girl.
Blue Streak 5274, Washington Center, pushing in November, approved, face south, expect runway 1 for departure. Unit at 1890, descend and maintain 3000.
So this has been our most expensive fuel trip so far. $9 a gallon. Ouch. All right, so let's do our final thing. Fuel pump on. Pump on. Oh, we'll keep it on the left. It should be. We'll be within our 15 gallons. Aside, well within it, and it'll be the fullest. It should be the fullest tank by the time we land. So just keep that on.
United 545.
So
via the Silver
this would have been all with that other scenery. This would have been all hotels and casinos. It was really cool to come flying down here.
And Blue Streak 5274, you can monitor Potomac on 119.85.
So we got Atlantic City and then Margate and Long Branch. Really cool, really good restaurant here in Long Branch called Stephen Cookies. A shout out to Stephen Cookies. Yeah, I know about the Jersey Shore. So we got the airport here. We're gonna, since center isn't monitoring us, I'm going to switch to advisory. We're going to DC the autopilot and come on for here. We're here for downwind. Six. We'll slide over here so we're not on the departure end like we came into Providence. Start descending down into 1,700 feet. On trim. This is the island of Ocean City. You can see it. This would be the 9th Street Bridge. Well, that's the Long Branch Bridge. The 9th Street Bridge would be here. And this would be what's called the Rainbow Bridge. And this is Egg Harbor Inlet. So, geography lesson here. Right here is where you go fluke fishing. Right here.
Climbing 20,000 to 36,000.
Launch your boat over here. Drive it up. Anchor it up. And you're good. Or we do drifts. Drift with the current. Richard or full rich, keep it at 2,500 RPMs. Bring back the manifold pressure. Going really fast. Really want to get down. Ocean City traffic, 240 Mike, downwind runway 06. Ocean City. We need some cruise out offshore about 100 miles to get some of that good tuna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta hit the canyons. Alright, coming in for landing. Music comes off. I'll extend the downwind just a little bit to get us down to pattern altitude.
It's 299-617, 13,000 at Wood Jet and speed them on. Construction 71.
Landing taxi lights on. Fuel pump can come on for landing. Gear can come down.
Direct Ashton, 1392.
That'll be the Garden State Parkway right there. Ocean City traffic, 240 Mike, turning base, runway 06, Ocean City. Still pretty high. Ocean City traffic, 240 Mike, turning final, runway 06, Ocean City. Gear down. And we overshot. No problem. Also a little low. There we go. Fix that. All right, we'll go flaps full. Ocean City traffic, 240 Mike, short final, runway 06, Ocean City. Get that little bit of crosswind. Hold it off. Nice. Yeah, we'll go down to the end of the runway here and so landing toast said 80 feet per minute. 80 feet per minute. So we're good. Save the shock, save the tires. Welcome to Ocean City, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen. Would help if I was on the taxiway, guys. Wow. Talk about saving the tires, right? All right, strobes can come off. Over here, the FBO. So, market brake can come on. Idle for a couple seconds, and let's go. Fuel pump off. Heat off. Avionics bus off. And here we are. All right, let's look at everyone else coming in. We got the rest of our friends coming in. There's Limp on the downwind. He's a narrow runway with with marsh on the, it'll be on the left-hand side. The marsh from the bay butts up right against the runway here. So 80 feet per minute is the landing rate to beat, guys. 80 feet. Got lip coming in. Nice. Smack on the center line. Nice. Another beautiful landing. Those look good, guys. Those look really good. All right, we got Billy coming in. Newest member to the channel. Appreciate that support, Billy. But whole world's watching. No pressure. $61. Ah. All right. All right. So 61's the number on the board to beat since we're in Atlantic City area. 61's the point. That really looked good there, Lip. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Roll the crash trucks. Oh, man. Oh, it gets to the best of us. It's a real narrow runway. We're gonna put the plane away. Real narrow runway, unfamiliar airport. Suck us watching. Oh boy, that's rough. Well, welcome to New Jersey, guys. We'll tie up 240 Mike right here. I'll let the FBO park it later in the morning. It's closed now. I think 7 o'clock it closes. Really do need a cover. I don't know, A2A, if you guys have watched this, I don't know if you guys can model that. I don't know what that would entail, but we really do need a cover. All right, all our tie downs are in. Batteries off. And we're here. All right. Let's take a what am I going to do? I'm going to actually run the time forward. We'll take a group picture. All right, everybody in front of 240 Mike. All right, guys, say cheese. Nice. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for flying along with me. This was a lot of fun. Leg 3 in the books, and our most expensive fuel trip yet. But 240 Mike actually, she did well, so she's a good plane. She's gonna take us all over the country, and in Canada too. But all right, so moving on, we're gonna end the stream here. Like I said, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining me in chat. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't hit that all right, hit the if I could talk. If you haven't done it already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow at 1 o'clock we're going to South America in the 737-800 for a 2-leg hop from Sao Paulo to Rio to Vitoria. So you can guys enjoy me there, and I'll see you tomorrow. So my name is this is Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John, and we're going to be on to the next one. See ya. All All right, Holden. Oh, I'm happy to have you there in any capacity.